Obviously, people in Israel have had a sleepless night, and it's been very frightening to have had such a massive attack from Iran of drones and ballistic missiles on Israel. But in spite of this, Israelis are aware that most Iranians are actually with them in solidarity, and there's a big difference between the Islamic regime and the majority, let's say, hopefully majority population of Iran. And Israelis are very aware that this is different than, for example, some, not all, Arabs like Palestinians, where actually, unfortunately, a very large number of Palestinians or other Arabs might support attacks on Israel. Israelis are aware that Iranians do not support attacks on Israel or attacks on anybody, actually, and that Iranians are, by and large, a sophisticated, modern population that Israelis want to be in good relations with. And we've seen on TV in Israel, on newspapers, and also on social media, demonstrations in support of Israel over the last 6 months since October 7th. We've seen demonstrations by Iranians in London, in Paris, in America, in Germany, I think. We've also seen in football stadiums in Tehran, elsewhere in Iran itself, we've seen banners unveiled against Hamas, kind of in sympathy with Israel. We know that Iranians are embarrassed by the regime supporting Hamas, embarrassed by supporting some of the atrocities, the rapes and so on October 7th. And Israelis know that before the Islamic Revolution in 1979, there were relatively warm and good relations, between Israelis and Iran. And we know that that can be again the case in future. And I think that Israelis, like Iranians, understand that what's really needed is regime change, is a democratic or non-Islamic government in Iran. And I think it's unfortunate that many other people in the West, in Britain, in America, and so on, have the wrong idea that Israelis and Iranians hate each other. They have the wrong idea that they wouldn't be a good relations, when in fact, both Israelis and Iranians, and I think get on pretty well, actually. And I think if there was a new government in Iran, there would be peace with Israel within hours or days anyway.